Instead of venturing into uncharted narratives, Hollywood occasionally falls back on tried-and-true formulas, reboots, and sequels. It's not a new phenomenon, and it certainly isn't always unwelcome, but it does raise an eyebrow, or two, when the same stories get retold with different faces. Let's dive into 10 notable instances where Hollywood's creative well seemed to run a little dry. Transformers: Age of Extinction. Despite having enough money to CGI a planet into a Rubik's Cube, Michael Bay's fourth installment in the Transformers franchise couldn't buy an original idea. The plot was a bland paste of good robot versus bad robot with humans caught in the middle, something we've seen, only in every previous Transformers movie. When the most innovative thing in your film is Mark Wahlberg wielding an alien sword gun thingy, you're not breaking new ground. The film was universally panned, earning a Rotten Tomatoes score of just 17%, yet it grossed over $1 billion worldwide, because exploding robots still sell, no matter how recycled the storyline.
How many more of my kind must be sacrificed?
Gotta have faith, Prime. Maybe not in who we are, and who we can be.
The Hangover Part 2. This one was basically a case of Hollywood's cinematic copy-paste. This sequel took the "What Happened Last Night" plot of the first Hangover movie and transplanted it to Bangkok, complete with the same gags, the same character dynamics, and even the same missing person. If the first movie was a shot of tequila, the second was a watered-down margarita. Critics echoed the sentiments of audiences who felt like they were watching a rerun, leading to a 33% score on Rotten Tomatoes. Despite the poor reception, it grossed an impressive $586 million worldwide.
Stu, come on, get up. We gotta situate.
Oh.
Where are we?
You're gonna freak out, but it's gonna be okay.
Is it my teeth?
This is a real tattoo!
Alan, what did you do? Did you roofie me?
I didn't do anything.
No! Oh, jeez!
Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. Hollywood said, "Hey, remember when that kid got left home alone and had to fend off burglars with comically violent traps? Let's do that, but in New York." The plot was so similar to the first movie that it felt like someone had just done a find and replace on the script for Chicago and New York. The Rotten Tomatoes score of 33% reflects the critics' disapproval. However, with a worldwide gross of $359 million, it's clear that audiences were still charmed by Macaulay Culkin's precocious mischief. Paul Blart, Mall Cop 2. Our favorite overweight hypoglycemic security officer made a return, and let's just say the sequel lacked the originality of its predecessor. It repeated the same formula. Paul Blart, underestimated but committed, thwarts a criminal plot. Critics noted the repetition, and it scored a measly 5% on Rotten Tomatoes. Despite this, it still managed to earn $107 million worldwide.
400,000 square feet protected by the finest security this side of the Mississippi. Move along. Get out of here.
Is there someone you can call? Oh, sweet mercy. Oh.
Hey, thanks for all your help. Yeah.
Grown Ups 2. Adam Sandler and his comedy buddies returned in a sequel that lacked the originality of, well, let's be honest, the first Grown Ups wasn't exactly a beacon of innovation. But the sequel doubled down, giving us more of the same jokes and over-the-top antics without a fresh spin. It seems the Hollywood strategy here was, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And well, financially it did work. Critics lambasted the film, but despite the brutal reviews, it pulled in a whopping $247 million worldwide.
Excuse me for a second.
Why don't you open it, you...
When it comes to unoriginal plot lines, the fourth Jaws movie is truly in a league of its own. In this film, the shark has seemingly developed a personal vendetta against the Brody family and even follows them from New York to the Bahamas. This plot stretches credulity more than the shark's seemingly stretchable jaws. The film sank at the box office and was critically panned, earning an abysmal 0% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Even Michael Caine, who missed accepting his Oscar for Hannah and Her Sisters due to filming Jaws, reportedly said, "I have never seen it, but by all accounts, it is terrible. However, I have seen the house that it built, and it is terrific." If Taken 3 were a book, it'd be a thesaurus, because it found every possible way to rehash the same plot. Yes, someone gets taken, again, and yes, Liam Neeson's ex-CIA operative Brian Mills unleashes his particular set of skills, again. Critics and audiences weren't fooled by the déjà vu plot, and it scored a lowly 12% on Rotten Tomatoes. Yet, it managed to gross $326 million worldwide, proving that fans weren't quite ready to let go of Neeson's action hero escapades. The Fast and the Furious franchise. While the first movie was a fresh and entertaining look at the world of underground street racing, the subsequent entries seem to follow a very similar formula. Fast cars, absurd stunts, and a thin plot loosely stitched together by themes of family. By the 10th entry, the once grounded in reality franchise had escalated so much, it became utterly and completely ridiculous. Yet, despite criticisms of its repetitive plot and physics-defying stunts, the series has grossed over $7 billion globally, proving that moviegoers love the adrenaline-fueled escapism it offers.
Now, in a place where life moves this fast,
That's a lot of money. You're moving up in the world. You gotta elevate your company.
the bigger the risk, the greater the rush.
Independence Day, Resurgence. 2 decades after the original, the aliens decided to attack Earth again in much the same way, and we Earthlings defeated them, in much the same way. The absence of Will Smith was keenly felt, and the recycled plot failed to impress. It scored a dismal 29% on Rotten Tomatoes and only managed a global box office of $389 million, far less than expected for such a high-profile sequel.
Should we win the day, the 4th of July will no longer be known as an American holiday, but as the day when the world declared in one voice, we will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. Fall back!
The 4th installment of the Pirates of the Caribbean series took the beloved character Jack Sparrow and put him in a story that felt eerily similar to the ones we'd seen before. A race to a mythical location, competing factions, and supernatural shenanigans. Critics and audiences noted the lack of originality, earning it a 33% score on Rotten Tomatoes. Despite this, it grossed over $1 billion worldwide, proving that Johnny Depp's Captain Jack Sparrow is a character audiences love to watch, even in a recycled plot. Take notes, Disney. Take notes.
The fountain is the prize. Mermaid waters, that should be our path.
Steady as she goes.
What's your play, Jack? I thought I should give you warning. We're taking the ship. It's nothing personal.
Parro, ven aquí o te arranco la cabeza.
You might be better off. You just...
Yeah!
stay out of it.